It's time to love the lanes again. From some of southeastern Wisconsin's finest bowling centers, this is the Brew City Bowling Show.
Good morning. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, on My 24 Milwaukee here for the Brew City Bowling Show. We're back here at Country Lanes in Franklin. Another great crowd showing up to cheer these bowlers on. We've got Gina Darashevsky and Dan Glubka coming back as our American Place Casino Royal Roller Match winners. They're looking to win for a second week in a row, take down the $250 in free play and $150 in dining to split as a team at American Place Casino in Waukegan. Can they make it two in a row, or somebody here from Country Lanes knock them off? Only way we're going to find out is come back, have them hit the lanes, and bowl. We'll see you back here at Country Lanes in just a moment for our opening semifinal match.
When people drop into the American Place Casino, you won't believe the things they say.
It looks amazing in here.
Pretty cool, right?
I'm gonna go play some blackjack.
Oh, I'm hitting the slots.
With the most exciting table games and newest slots, you can play any way you want. Oh, and the food.
So good.
So what are you waiting for? Come in now and have an experience that'll make you say, couldn't have said it better myself. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Showcase your skills and experience the thrill of competing on the national stage at the 2025 PBA LBC National Championships. This event has awarded over $675,000 in prize money over the last 2 years. And Valero Mount Prospect is just a 90-minute drive from Milwaukee. View all the tournament information at pba.com/LBC tournament. At Country Lanes, we're your family's go-to destination for unforgettable moments, laughter, and friendly competition. We have glow bowling every Friday and Saturday night, and come check out our Bourbon Club specials at Country Lanes in Franklin. And our first semifinal from Country Lanes in Franklin. I want to thank Kevin Meyer and Leanne Meyer for hosting once again here on the Brew City Bowling Show. We've got Mike Reed and Brett Christian hitting the lanes, and Mike Reed starting things off here on lane 3. Once again, these bowlers on the PBA LBC National Championships pattern. A little tougher than what they'd see on their league shot, but if you make good shots, you could definitely score out here on the lanes. And once you have carry like that for Mike, yikes. He knows he threw a pretty good shot. Ball a little weak getting through the whole pocket, though, and the 7 and 10 both stand in defiance of Mike. Mike averages 192, does his league bowling here at Country Lanes. Loves bowling with his son, Nick, whenever he gets a chance. It's his favorite bowling teammate. We're going to get a bounce here. No, you got to hit one to bounce one. And an open frame early for Mike. Brett Christian averages 194. Bowls here at Country Lanes in league. Loves bowling with his dad. Says his dad helps him out on the lanes. And loves a good order of biscuits and gravy for breakfast on a Saturday morning. Let's see. We're going to hit him with his mystery frame right now. Let's see if he likes some Milwaukee Milkmen. 4 tickets to a 2025 game. And Brett takes down the Milkmen tickets here with that 7th frame strike. For those of you joining us here on the Brew City Bowling Show for the first time, all of our semifinal games, our doubles teams are bowling a 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th frame. And the highest double team total out of our 3 semifinalists will advance to our Royal Roller match. Coming up at the end of the show. Oh, great toss there by Mike. He gets a strike on the board. That Royal Roller match, once again, sponsored by American Place Casino in Waukegan. $250 in free play and $150 in dining at American Place on the line every Royal Roller match throughout the season. And that team waiting in the wings from last week's Royal Roller match victory, Gina Darashevsky and Dan Glubka, looking to make it a 2nd week in a row here at Country Lanes. Brett looking for that double and the bottle of Korean Difference bowling ball cleaner. Brett gets his double. And hot start here with the team of Mike and Brett, looking to set the pace for the other 2 semi-finalists. Watch that ball right through the pocket. Strong roll with that two-handed playing style. And this could be a huge frame here for Mike. Not only the gift card for Natty Oaks for his mystery frame, but a jackpot shot if he strikes with that red, white, and blue head pin. Not to be. Unfortunately for Mike, and I'm sure when we talk to him after this game, he's going to be disappointed to know that 10-pin cost him a lot of swag. Watch that ball come in just a little bit behind the head pin. 6-pin goes to the sideboard, doesn't take out the 10. But a mark here and striking out in the 10th, he can still get the 78. And if his partner can keep striking, they'll be in good shape to advance to our Royal Roller match. Good cover there by Mike. Brett says if he could bowl a game with anyone, he'd love to be able to bowl with Packy Hanrahan off the PBA Tour. Says Packy's his favorite bowler. He's a lot of people's favorite bowler. Of course, with the big YouTube page with the house bowling, all those pro bowlers part of that. Always fun to see on social media. Let's see if we can get a little turkey spiced up with Penzies here. 3 in a row. Oh, it's not just frozen turkeys. As you see on the back of Brett's jersey, it's frozen turkeys with Penzies now. We have a chance at perfection going into the 10th frame for Brett. Watch that ball just come sawing in off the outside of this 43-foot PBA LBC National Championship pattern. Let's see if Mike can get himself a big finish here as well. He's been around the pocket all game long. 5 blows into the 7, takes it down. And this team is pacing well, taking care of business at the moment. Mike on a Saturday morning when he gets to grab breakfast instead of being on the lanes loves to get himself some ham and eggs. And you talk about a classic, if you could have a walk-in song like a professional fighter, it would be Renegade by Styx. One of the all-time great songs to get a crowd fired up. Will he get a break there? How about that? As Bull Burton used to call it, the reverse wall shot. Crossover shot, head pin goes to the sideboard, takes out the 5-6. Not the prettiest of strikes, but it still earns Mike a bottle of Creating the Difference bowling ball cleaner. And he could also spice up that turkey on the back of his jersey with Penzies, as he has a chance here to fill out the 10th frame and get that Penzies gift card. How about it? He's going to get all the way back up. Not quite, but still a great game. 76 for Mike. However, Brett has his chance here at perfection. Brett says one place he wants to travel back to is Las Vegas. He's got a pretty good chance here. If he gets at least one more strike, not only will he be receiving another 4-pack of Milwaukee Milkman tickets, similar to what he did in his mystery frame in the 7th frame, he'll be in good line for that Circa Las Vegas High Game of the Day award. Is that going to hold? What hit the 10? My goodness. That 6-pin, when it was wrapping around the 10, barely hit the back of the 6-pin and knocked it down. Watch the replay. Watch that 6-pin spin around and just gets the 10 down. Brett never saw it. He never saw it go down. I think he's going to stare this one down for sure, as he has a chance now to win a brand new, fully customized H5G brand jersey. If he can get his 5th in a row, that needs a lot of help. And wow, sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. And right now, I wouldn't say that strike first ball of the 10th was lucky, but that definitely was a lucky one for Brett. And he's looking to lock up not just all the prizes he's won already, along with that Circa High Game Award, but we could have our first perfect game in the short history of the Brew City Bowling Show. We've only had 5 in a row one other time. Matt Spanis did that in season 1 at Classic Lanes Greenfield. And here's a chance for that $200 value PBA LBC National Championships entry for this summer at Bolero Mount Prospect. This can give Brett a chance to win $25,000 bowling in that tournament. There we go, perfection. 120 on the board for Brett, 76 for Mike. They're receiving their well-deserved accolades from the crowd here at Country Lanes, and we'll be back to talk to our players here on the Brew City Bowling Show. The bowler with the high game on every Brew City Bowling Show will receive a 2-night stay at Circa Las Vegas and complimentary daybed rental at Stadium Swim. See how you can have the time of your life at circalasvegas.com. Join the Bourbon Club for free at Country Lanes.
Enjoy discounts on every pour and have your chance to win some great monthly prizes. Enjoy a pour before or after a great pizza at Country Lanes in Franklin. Well, how about that? The first perfect game on the Brew City Bowling Show we've had in a season and a half. Glad to see that happen. Let's bring in the man who didn't have the perfect game first. Mike, come on in, Mike. Your teammate was complaining you were getting a little heavy there. I don't think that's the case, man. You had 78. You had a good game. That 7-10 was kind of the pain, though.
It was the qualifier getting here because the two first games were really low. So he kind of carried me through that one to get here. So.
Well, hey, you guys have a great team total. You have a great chance to get into that Royal Roller match at the end of the show with your 196 total. You did get a bottle of ball cleaner from Creating the Difference, so we'll give that to you there for your double in the 10th frame. Unfortunately, your mystery frame, though, was the 9th frame. You stuck it in between those strikes. That would have gotten you a gift card to Natty Oaks in West Dallas. So have you ever been to Natty Oaks?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's a fun time there. It's a good. The fish fry on Fridays is phenomenal. So, but hey, wait in the wings. Let's see what happens and see if you guys make that Royal Roller match.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mike. Now let's bring in the man who threw perfection. Brett, come on in. Brett, you unloaded that backpack, right, to carry all these prizes you're coming out here with? Oh man, I'll tell you what. First one we've had in a season and a half. What happened on the one of the 11th, though? I'm going to call you out on it because you crossed over.
I stood up. I stood up.
A little bit of nerves?
A little bit, yep. Oh, yeah.
Well, let's go over all the prizes you've won. First of all, your mystery frame was a 7th frame, so you're going to want a family 4-pack of tickets to the Milwaukee Milkmen for any game in 2025, so Milkmen will send that out to you. We've got a bottle of Creating the Difference ball cleaner for your double. 3 in a row, get you Spice Up Your Turkey with Penzeys gift card. 4 in a row, you're going to get a family 4-pack of tickets to the Milwaukee Waves, so lots of sports to the family for you. 5 in a row, you're going to get a brand new H5G full custom jersey, thanks to our friends at H5G Brands. And for your perfect game, you're going to get an entry into the 2025 PBA LBC National Championships. That's worth $200, and you could have your chance to win up to $25,000 at your tournament, at that tournament, and maybe even a chance to bowl on TV. So that's a pretty phenomenal haul of prizes.
That's awesome. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah. And then one more thing to put on board right now. There's still some bowlers. Somebody can tie you, but right now you're high for the Circa Las Vegas High Game Award on the show. Have you ever been to Circa Las Vegas?
I have not been to Circa Las Vegas, but I have been to Vegas once.
You're going to love it. I just saw one of our bowlers from season 1 that went. She had all kinds of pictures up and everything. She had an absolute blast, and right now you're in the running for that. So I'm sure you'll probably hold on with that 120 game, but stranger things have happened. Now just wait in the wings, see if your team total makes it to the Royal Roller match.
Well, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Brett. And let's see who's taking the lanes for semifinal number 2.
Big total put up by our team in semifinal number 1. Let's see what Sean DeGeorge Hill and Rocky Harrison can do here to try to surpass that big total here in semifinal number 2. Sean's going to start things off on lane 3 here at Country Lanes. If you're not a member of the Bourbon Club here at Country Lanes and you're a fan of bourbon, come on down. They have a large selection, even some very rare finds in the greater Milwaukee area. Be a part of that Bourbon Club, and you can win some great prizes as well here at Country Lanes. And Sean gives a great toss for his opening shot in the 7th frame, but fails to take down that 10-pin. That seems to be the biggest problem for some of our players. Adjusting to this oil pattern we use on the TV shows, they get that ball to get into the pocket, but it's just that little bit late. And you see the 6-pin get a little bit lazy with deflection, and it doesn't take down the 10. And oh my! I thought Sean was going to hold on for that one. Falls in the gutter and an open frame early. And you know you got to beat basically a total of 100 per person. You know you're going to have to throw a lot of strikes. Let's see what Rocky can do here to open up his game. He's not happy with the footwork, but you got to be happy with the result. A little stick at the foul line. But the big strike there for Rocky. We saw Rocky in season 1. Here bowling for Team CTD. We had our 5-player team format. That was fun. I want to thank Creating the Difference for all they do as well. Rocky, a CTD national staffer. Let's see if we can get Sean a little fun at Falcon Bowl here with a strike in his mystery frame. And once again, boy oh boy, get that ball facing the pocket a little sooner, Sean. You got yourself a double. And that's literally ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch difference, 60 feet down the lane. And he's looking at a double instead of back-to-back 10 pins. Gets himself in front of that ball return. You see no thumb in the ball. I'll let Tom Doherty one-handed And the cover there by Sean pretty much means Rocky's got room for one spare, and Sean's going to have to go off the sheet if they want to get themselves in that American Place Casino Royal Roller match. Let's see if we can get Rocky here. A bowling ball rejuvenation and resurfacing from Bowlers Headquarters. Not with that shot, however. My goodness. Yeah, a little footwork issue once again for Rocky. I don't think it's necessarily the shoes. It might be a little bit of the nerves. He might just be starting that ball in the approach a little bit too late. Overthinking the shot. We'll have to ask him when the game's done. But he'll aim at that crossover pocket. Try to take them all down. And a little bit of a break there. It's not the way you draw it up on paper, but he gets all 4 pins to fall, and Rocky stays clean through his first 2 frames. Sean's favorite bowling teammate, one of our proprietors here, Leanne Meyer. Doesn't say why. I think it's just because Leanne's just an overall good human being. And here we go. A chance for the 100 hours of free play at American Place Casino. The red, white, and blue head pin stands, and that's a little bit of an overcorrection from Sean. Leaves the baby split. Can still get himself some cash. $10 for a conversion of a baby split here on the Brew City Bowling Show. Watch that ball come in high. And if Sean had a chance to bowl with anybody, one game, he'd love to do it with E.J. Tackett. Well, hopefully he signed up for the Pro-Am for when the PBA All-Star Weekend is in town, April 4th and 5th. Pro-Am at Sussex Bowl on April 4th. Is sold out, but you can come up as a fan, get autographs, take pictures with the pros. And if you don't have your tickets already for April 5th for the live show and the TV taping for the next day, you can get those through the PBA website or through the Fox U Lanes Facebook page. They'll have a link. Go check that out as Rocky comes high. And that's going to be a tough, tough conversion. He's just not happy with the footwork right now. And sometimes the nerves sometimes get a little bit of the best of you. And that one, a little bit of a pull on the way through. Yeah, Rocky is just not comfortable, you can tell. When you know you got to put up a big score to stay in the game, it's not the easiest thing to do sometimes. You want to sit there and make the perfect shot, and sometimes the body just doesn't respond to what the mind wants it to do. Let's see if we can get big finishes for these players, though. They can still get some prizes to take home. In the 10th frame here. That's the way to do it, Sean. Makes that correction. And gets himself a well-packed 10 back. Oh, I like this entrance song. One of my favorite bands, the Dropkick Murphys. And I'm shipping up to Boston would be Sean's entrance music. Let's see if we can ship a double here. Put some Korean Difference bowling ball polish in his bowling bag. How about it, Sean? There we go. Take that 5 into the 7. Take it down. And even though it's not the score you were looking for, you're walking away with a little something at least here on the Brew City Bowling Show, and you still have a chance to take down that Penzies gift card if you can get to that turkey and round out the 10th frame. One thing he loves to do on weekends as well, he's not in the lanes, loves working on cars. And, the crowd gives him a little grief. He's not going to be shooting at that 5-pin. Kind of a shame because you see Count Fuller on the left there. Count Fuller was sponsoring the 5-pin award on the show today. If someone were to make a 5-pin on air, Count Fuller would give them a drink of their choice and a $25 Office Depot gift card. So I want to thank Count for that award, in quotes. For those of you that know Count Fuller, you know that award is a bit of a facetious one. Just having a little fun at Count's expense. Great toss there by Rocky. Trying to get out of here with some prizes as well here in the 10th frame. Let's see if we can see another double here. Even though he's a staffer creating the difference, I'm sure he could use some more bowling ball cleaner, and yikes, that one just slices through the face. So this team not going to be coming back in the American Place Casino Royal Roller match, but sure they still have some fun out on the lanes today. And maybe someday Rocky will get that chance to bowl with Parker Bowen III. It's the one bowler he'd love to bowl a game with on the lanes. And there we go, 64 for Rocky, 65 for Sean. We'll talk to these players when we get back to Country Lanes here on the Brew City Bowling Show.
Hi everyone, come check out Swagger Sports Bar and Grill inside Root River Center. On Fridays we have fish fry. We also have live music starting at 8 p.m. If you want to check out our lineup, go to our Facebook page at Root River Center or our website.
Join the Bourbon Club for free at Country Lanes. Enjoy discounts on every pour and have your chance to win some great monthly prizes. Enjoy a pour before or after a great pizza at Country Lanes in Franklin. Well, a little bit of a rough road there for our bowlers in our second semifinal. Let's bring in Sean first. Sean, man, couple of good shots. 10 pins got you early. Yeah, anything you do different out there?
No, nothing different. Just throw the same shot. Just hope for a better result.
Well, hey, for your double, you're going to get a bottle of bowling ball polish from Creating the Difference. So for that double in the 10th frame. Unfortunately, your mystery frame is the 8th frame, one of those 10 pins you left. You would have won a gift card to Falcon Bowl up in River West. You ever been to Falcon Bowl?
I have not. I have not.
Check out the music line up there. They have some great bands up there all the time on Friday and Saturday nights. So thanks for bowling. Appreciate it. And give it another shot next season.
I will. I'll be here.
Thanks, Sean. Now let's bring in Rocky. Rocky, the second time we've seen Rocky. A little rougher this time, I think, than when the first time you were here in country, but still.
7-10 this time.
That's true. Mystery frame, 8th frame. You would have won a bowling ball resurfacing from Bowlers Headquarters inside of Classic Greensfield. You know Chad pretty well?
I know Chad very well.
Okay. Well, Chad, give him one anyway. He's been on the show twice. Give him a bowling ball resurfacing. I'll settle up with you later. So, yeah, and unfortunately, your team total is not going to make it to the Royal Roller match. But, hey, thanks for coming out for Season 2, and I know we're probably going to see you in Season 3.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, thanks. And let's see what bowlers are coming out for our third and final semifinal here at Country Lanes.
And in come our bowlers for our third and final semifinal of the morning. Terry Lewandowski, Kevin Meyer. Kevin, our host proprietor here at Country Lanes. Kevin and Terry made their way through the qualifying a little earlier here at Country Lanes, and now take their chance on these lanes. Lane 3 here for Terry with his mystery frame, a haircut in style. At the Carlos Salada Barbershop on North Water Street, goes to the wayside for Terry with that errant shot. Gives himself a tough spare. He'll have to throw that ball a little light in the 1-3 pocket in order to make sure he takes out that 9 pin in the back. Terry averages 175, does his league bowling here at Country Lanes. And textbook spare conversion there for Terry. Loves bowling with all his teammates, especially his friend Wes. Says Wes is funny as hell. That's always good in a bowling teammate, someone to pick you up when bowling isn't going well. Kevin with spectacular outing when we saw him here in Season 1. Took down the Circa High Game Award in his appearance. He's looking to repeat that here in Season 2. And that ball, unfortunately for Kevin here, he has USBC certified 60-foot lanes installed. That one needed the 75-foot lane from the foul line to the head pin to get back into the 1-3 pocket. A little fast out of the hand, and yeah, not good for Kevin. He'll tell you that right there. That's on him. A little operator error. Let's see what he can do here to get on the spare. That automatically locks up the Circa High Game Award for Brett from our opening match with his perfect game. And now basically Terry and Kevin are going to have to strike off the sheet in order to have a chance to advance to the American Place Casino Royal Roller match. Terry loves himself a little biscuits and gravy on a Saturday morning for breakfast. Let's see what we can do here. That one's another pull to the left. And unfortunately, it doesn't pull it far enough to cross over. And the not very usual 6-7-9 spare conversion. Having a 9 pin there makes it a little easier for Terry. He can bounce the 6 pin off the 9 pin and take it over in the 7 pin area to convert it. It would be $22 in cash for Terry if he makes this. And that needs to hit something. And you see the turning into a referee there for Terry as he calls his own shot through the goalpost. And that is going to now mathematically advance Mike and Brett from our opening match into the American Place Casino Royal Roller match. Now it's just see how many prizes Kevin and Terry can pull out of here on their own. Kevin loves a good Greek scramble on a Saturday morning when he's not here at Country Lanes, and he needed to Greek scramble 4 more pins on that shot. That is not pretty so far for Kevin. Went wide on the first shot, makes the overcorrection on the second shot. And I don't care if what bowlers say somebody has an advantage bowling in their own house. Maybe on a house pattern, but that's why we change up these TV show patterns from what bowlers normally see, because you have to make good shots on the lanes. And unfortunately for Kevin, he hasn't done that for the first 2, and now it's just a matter of getting out of here, lessening the pain, and trying to win some individual awards. Kevin will still have a chance for the mystery frame. Terry had his already back in the 7th, and missed out on DeCarlo Salon. And he loves to watch the movie The Goonies anytime he gets a chance, and that needed to gang up on the 6-pin. Had a lot of stuff bouncing around in that crossover hit. And no chance for that. In the qualifying, Terry bowled his lifetime high series in qualifying. He was very proud of that. Shot a series in the 680s for his 3-game total. And gets the cover on the spare. Kevin threw up a huge total as well. Kevin's total was 719. Pardon me, 774 for Kevin was his total. Let's see if we can get a little H5G brands, some PBA swag, or a gift card towards another H5G jersey. And there you go for Kevin. He's walking out here with a little something. There you see, looked like I think it was Adam Karras coming in for the fist bump on Kevin. You see, he knows when he throws it good. Watch that one all the way through. The hand slap took care of business. And let's see if we can get Terry a big finish here as well. And that's another crossover, unfortunately, for Terry. And he gets the break this time. No split. But, yeah, not an easy one for Terry to take here. Loves traveling the Pacific Northwest. Seattle, that area is absolutely gorgeous this time of year. And a class that Terry could teach all of us on. I'd like to learn a little bit more about cryptocurrency. You see a lot of that stuff going on TV. And what to do, what to avoid, what might be good, what might be bad on the cryptocurrency side of things. Maybe we'll have to get a little financial advice from Terry once we're done with this game. Let's see what he can do here. Can we get him a strike for a big finish? Oh, no. He tickles the 2-pin on the left side, gets himself 8. So a 60 game for Terry. Kevin here can still get himself out to 4 in a row. He can take home some Milwaukee Milkmen tickets, some Pennsy Spices. And if he can throw the first one in the 10th here, he'll take home a bottle of Korean The Difference Bowling Ball Cleaner. And if Kevin can have an autograph from any person in the world, he would love to have a shoeless Joe Jackson autograph. He says, astoundingly rare. That is true. As we scramble the rack there, and the CTD cleaner for Kevin, getting the crowd fired up. Shoeless Joe Jackson was illiterate, didn't know how to read or write, and he would definitely have a rare autograph. I know there's only a handful of examples out there in the world. Definitely a valuable autograph. Kevin got himself out of mathematics into running a bowling center. His 4-year degree is in mathematics, and unfortunately, ball in pocket plus 10 pins on the deck doesn't equal a strike that time for Kevin. And he's going to have a chance here with his fill ball to get to 73. And we'll talk to our players after Kevin throws at his spare here, and we're getting ready to roll here at the American Place Royal Roller match. Will Gina and Dan take it down for a second week in a row? Will we have new champions again with Brett and Mike? We'll find out shortly here from Country Lanes here on the Brew City Bowling Show. All Foxview Lanes and Sussex Bowl League bowlers in the 25-26 league season will have their chance to strike it rich. And their chance at the $15,000 progressive jackpot every time they bowl league. Sign up for the Summer Storm Doubles League at Castle Lanes in Racine. Get your chance to win Storm bowling balls, Castle Lanes gift certificates, and everyone in the league gets a Castle t-shirt and a bowling jersey from H5G. Call Castle Lanes today to sign up. South Shore Bowl has great bowling deals for you. With all-you-can-bowl glow bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and our Sunday Fun Day special. See all the info at southshorebowl.com.
Well, we know our finalists now for the American Place Casino Royal Roller match. Gina and Dan come in from last week. Coming in from today, Mike and Brett. That big 196 total, of course, Brett's perfect game helped. That'll be the face-off in the Royal Roller match. After done giving our prizes away for semifinal number 3, let's bring in Terry. Terry, come on in.
Can't shake your head,
Yeah, hey, but, you know, you had a good day to qualify to get here. It's a little tough under the lights. For anybody who hasn't bowled under the lights, well, how did it feel to you?
The oil pattern was really difficult.
Okay.
That changed the game, so that was hard.
All right. So, well, hey, you still had a solid game. You missed out your mystery frame, though. In the 7th frame, you would have won a haircut at the Carlos Salon and Barbershop in downtown Milwaukee. And, yeah, you guys unfortunately aren't going to the Royal Roller match, but I appreciate you coming in and bowling today, Terry.
Thank you for hosting this.
All right, thank you. All right, let's bring in Kevin. Kevin, come on in. Kevin, our host here this week again at Country Lanes. And Kevin, a little different than season 1. I thought the first ball was about 12 miles an hour too fast, it looked like.
Yeah, absolutely right. I told myself slow down after that first one. You know, same ball, same pattern, same pair of lanes. Just goes to show you can be different on any given day, and just depends how you throw it that day.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, not a full train wreck of a day. You got a double in there. It gets you about creating a difference, bowling ball polish. And your mystery frame was the 9th frame, so you're going to get yourself a $40 gift card from H5G Brands, custom jersey, PBA merchandise, or whatever you want to use it for on their website. You'll be able to use it for. So, once again, thanks for hosting. And something tells me we're going to have a pretty exciting Royal Roller match coming up.
Yeah, I hope so, because Gina's coming back in the Royal Roller. Got somebody come off a perfect game. That's going to be fun to watch. Thanks H5G. I appreciate that. This is an H5G jersey with Down syndrome awareness. So watch for our Down syndrome tournament coming up too.
Yeah, it's coming up in May, right?
May 17th. It's a Saturday. A couple of shifts to sign up for. So look on out. We do tons of fundraising, tons of great prizes, good time. So
yeah, we'll have information about that here on the Brew City Bowling Show as well. So thanks, Kevin. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Phil. Appreciate it.
All right, and we'll be back with our American Place Casino Royal Roller match. Bowlers are warming up now. There's going to be a lot of excitement here from Country Lanes in Franklin.
When people drop into the American Place Casino, you won't believe the things they say.
It looks amazing in here.
Pretty cool, right?
I'm going to go play some blackjack.
Oh, I'm hitting the slots.
With the most exciting table games and newest lots, you can play any way you want. Oh, and the food.
So good.
So what are you waiting for? Come in now and have an experience that'll make you say, couldn't have said it better myself. American Place Casino. Change the game.
And we're back at Country Lanes for the American Place Casino Royal Roller match. $250 in free play and $150 in dining to be split by our winning team today. Mike Reed and Brett Christian taking on our one-time defending champions, Gina Dereshevsky and Dan Glubka. Mike Reed starting things off here on lane 3. And wow, Mike with a wrap 10. He's had some issues with corner pins so far today. He's been throwing the ball pretty well. And it's not going to be an easy road to get through for Gina and Dan here in this Royal Roller match. As Brett coming off a perfect game during the semifinals. This is a full Baker doubles game, so 10 frames. Each bowler bowls 5 of the frames. Mike, for his team, bowls the odd-numbered frames. Brett will bowl the evens. And Dan will bowl the odd-numbered frames on lane 4. For his team, Gina will bowl the even-numbered frames on lane 3. Dan does a lot of his bowling at New Berlin Ale House and at Classic Lanes in Greenfield. Loves bowling with his teammate, Paul Krantz. Who doesn't love bowling with Paul Krantz? And, I think he was playing the rack. I think he saw that 3-pin, and he already knows, yes, indeed. You see the reaction. The spare here with the red, white, and blue single pin is $50 in free play for the American Place Casino spare for dough. they're looking to pile on their totals from last week. They already have $250 in free play in their pockets to go with $150 in dining. And there's another $50 for Dan in free play at American Place. And Dan, you talk about a player that loves to have fun on the lanes. He doesn't care if it's a Wednesday night league or if he was battling for a championship on TV. He's going to have some fun while he's out there. Another bowler loves to have fun. She's a fun Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. She has her chance here for the jackpot shot from American Place. $100 in free play for Gina. No! How could that 7 stand? Don't they know she's a Hall of Famer? Those always fall. Gina, the proprietor at Classic Lanes in Greenfield. She's had that bowling center for over a quarter century. Lots of great leagues that bowl there. Lots of fun events. I know they're booked pretty solid the next couple of weekends with fundraisers and such, but you can always check out the Classic Lanes Greenfield website or Facebook page to see what they have for lane availability. Do the same thing here for Country Lanes. That's the one nice thing about our proprietors here in southeastern Wisconsin. A lot of them work together to make sure that if one center has a full weekend already with business, that they'll let other centers know and make sure that people that want to bowl get a chance to bowl. That's what this sport and recreation is all about. Let's see if Brett can keep striking here. That's 7 strikes in a row now for Brett. 7 for 7 on the day. If I'm Mike, I got to be feeling a little extra pressure now coming up. I've only had a couple of strikes myself. I know my teammates striking. And there's a lot of money in free play and dining on the line. I mean, $150 in dining, that's a couple of quality steak dinners down at North Shore Bistro inside of American Place Casino. And now Mike runs into a little bit of trouble here in the third frame, as he has himself the 2-4-10, $16 and Mike converts. And Mike said if he could have one person's autograph, he'd love to have it, especially now after his passing. Milwaukee Brewers radio legend Bob Uecker would love to have that autograph on his wall. Unfortunately for Mike, the open frame there is going to put his team slightly behind. And let's see what Dan can do here. Try to keep that advantage for his team. Has a chance to win a Surfside gift pack thanks to our friends at Beechwood Distributing. Surfside, real tea, real vodka, real juices. Oh my. And once again, we need the 75-foot lane for a player here at Country Lanes, as that ball misses well right for Dan, and lucky to leave just the 1-2-4. A lot of times in that situation, you see that ball break in late. Leave the 10-pin for a washout. We'll just try to hook in front of the head pin, have the ball carry right down the line, and pick up the spare. Down the line it goes. Uno, dos, tres in the pit. And Gina and Dan keep themselves with a slight advantage here in our Royal Roller match. Gina loves the movie Pretty Woman. If it's on, she's got some time, which I don't know when Gina has time in her life. Running a bowling center, lots of community events she's involved with. She might be able to watch Pretty Woman maybe once every 3 months. And we got to get a roll there. Almost got the backdoor roll on the 2-pin. Not to be for Gina. That's one thing a lot of our bowling proprietors are. I know Kevin and Leanne here at Country Lanes, well involved with Down's syndrome awareness. Wisconsin. Gina at Classic Lanes Greenfield, involved with the Alzheimer's Association. In memory of her great father, Jimmy. Runs the Jimmy the Greek golf outing every July. And a quality cover there by Gina to keep her team clean through 4 frames. Let's see what Brett can do here. He's walking up in his mystery frame. He has a chance to take down $50 in dining from American Place Casino with a strike here in the 4th. Working on a personal 7 in a row, but looking to keep his team close here with the frozen turkeys, as you see on the jersey. And that's going to need some help to get up. Yeah, the balance just didn't look right at the line. And that's going to be a tough spare conversion there with the 1-2-7. No 4-pin to help carry the ball down the line, so Brett's going to have to rely on that big hook get that ball past the 2-pin after it hits the 1-2 and down into the 7. Brett loves the movie Moneyball. He missed his chance on a money ball there a minute ago, and he just barely gets that 7 down. You see the big exhale on Brett's return back to the settee area. Now let's see if Mike can bounce back off of his open in the 3rd frame. Mike, a huge fan of the pro with the fro, Kyle Troop. Wants to bowl a game with him. Once again, I think Kyle's going to be at that All-Star weekend at Fox 2 Lanes, April 4th and 5th, and Sussex Bowl for the Pro-Am on April 4th. So, Pro-Am sold out, but if you're a PBA fan, get your chance to meet some of the cream of the crop, best of the best at Sussex Bowl on April 4th for the Pro-Am. Go to the Sussex Bowl Facebook page, check that out, and get your tickets for PBA All-Star Weekend. Check it out on the Fox 2 Lanes Facebook page. Mike's got that one. He needs to hook across a little harder, and he doesn't get to the 2-pin. And another open frame for that team getting into our final commercial break during action today. We'll be back here for Country Lanes momentarily. Back at Country Lanes in Franklin, we had our players continue to bowl during this American Place Casino Royal Roller match during the commercial break. Dan Glubka stepping up in his team's 5th frame, comes up a bit high, lucky to leave just 4-7. We know Dan likes to take the scenic route at his spares. And there you see the big hook across the lane, takes both pins down with the ball. Puts the 5th consecutive spare for his team on the board. Gina with the chance to take down the pizza and pitcher from Riviera Lanes in West Dallas for her mystery frame. 10-pin doesn't agree, and then a rare mistake for Gina as that ball goes in front of the 10-pin. The open frame on the board can let Mike and Brett catch back up in the match. Brett finds the striking ways again. He's 7 for 8 today after that strike. And now a chance for some Henry Flack Steakhouse for Mike if he can strike in the 7th frame, but he comes up high, leaves the 4, 7, and 10. And Mike fails to convert that spare attempt, and that leaves Gina and Dan in the lead by about 20 pins as that team is entering the 7th frame. Dan Glubka says if we get an autograph of one person, he'd want it to be Phil Brylo's autograph. Well, Dan, you've seen me for how many years now? You've still never asked me in person, but I will give it to you after this taping's done. Oh my! That is a bad break there for Glubka, as that ball just slices past the 9-pin. The good news is they do have a lead, and the spare here keeps it at 20 pins. Here you see it pin come off the sideboard and just kind of spin a little short before it got to the 9-pin. He'll take it down the line, take the 9-pin down, and keep that lead at 20 pins with 3 frames remaining in this match. This is surprising for as huge of a Dave Matthew fan that Gina is. She does not have his autograph. We'll have to work on that for her. Everything she does in the bowling community, everything she does with fundraisers and such, we have to get her a Dave Matthews autograph. Unfortunately for Gina, that one comes high. Lucky to leave just a 3-6. And she gets herself a little reset here. And as we get closer and closer to the ends of these Royal Roller matches, the tone from all of our players involved, it gets a little more serious as tight as these matches turn out in most occasions. Several of our matches this season have been decided by 10 pins or less. That needs to hold on and not chop. Oh my, that was definitely one to hold your breath for. They all fall for Gina, and that lead now 18 pins. And Brett has a chance here. His team can still get to 191. If they can strike out, Gina and Dan pacing at 179, so don't count Brett and Mike out of it yet. Big shot here in the 8th frame. Team Frozen Turkeys. Will that hold? Oh, I wasn't quite sure. I think that was a last-second correction at the line for Brett, as he was kind of holding his breath still on the way back. And the dream is not dead for Mike and Brett. Watch that ball come off the outside part of the lane. And I wouldn't say Brett's having a career day. I know he's thrown big games and big series in his career, but to do it under the TV lights the way he has, just incredible to this point. Foundation frame shot of the day here from Mike. And oh, the 8 tried to stand, but it falls. And there you go. That's a little redemption for Mike right there. He's had some good shots that have left weak 10s. And that ball, you saw that 8-pin tease, and watch that. It'll stop him in his tracks for a second. He knows it falls. And this one now up to Dan, Glubka, and Gina. If they can put 3 strikes in a row on the board here between the 9th and 10th frames, they can shut out Brett before he gets a chance to step up. And you talk about a shot of the day there as well. Dan responds with his foundation frame strike in the 9th. First strike for that team this Royal Roller match. I find that a little tough to believe with the hot streak they were on last week. Throwing a 247 game. Getting themselves that Rich Miller Pro Shop High Game of the Season Award for our Royal Roller matches. Bowling ball and tote bag, the bowler's choice for that High Baker game. And how about that? Gina gets the first one in the 10th. She knows the mission at hand. She knows she needs the second one in the 10th and then just keep it on the lane. And they will be back-to-back winners of the American Place Casino Royal Roller match. And that would take their total up to $500 in free play and $300 in dining the split as a team. And of course, they would return on our next show here from Country Lanes to make it 3 weeks in a row against whoever advances out of the semifinals. Oh, that is not a good shot at all. Oh, wow. And you can see right there, that is not the way Gina wanted to lock up a match. Dan knows they got a break right there. I mean, you can look at several points of this match where one little different pinfall could have made a difference, but that's the one right there that's going to lock up this Royal Roller match for Gina and Dan. If Gina just stays behind the foul line and keeps it on the lane, there it is, behind the foul line on the lane, and that 196 game is enough to advance Gina and Dan into next week. We'll have 3 more semifinalists here from Country Lanes battling it out in that 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th frame format to see who will battle Gina and Dan in the American Place Casino Royal Roller match. Let's get a big finish here for Brett. And how about it? Still a chance for 4 in a row for the team here. And if they do get 4 in a row, they will receive 4 tickets to the Milwaukee Milkmen for 4 in a row. And each team member here in the Baker doubles match will receive that. Thanks again to everyone at Rock Ventures and the Milwaukee Milkmen for coming on board here in Season 2. Will we see more Milkmen? Wow, how about that? Brett's going to have to take his whole family, some cousins, some friends. He's earned 12 Milwaukee Milkmen tickets today between his mystery frame, his 4 in a row in the semifinals, now his doubles 4 in a row here in the Royal Roller match. What an effort by Brett. He has a chance to go 12 for 13 today on TV. Just incredible. We're going to let Brett throw his last shot here. We'll be back from Country Lanes in Franklin to wrap up this edition of the Brew City Bowling Show. Join the Bourbon Club for free at Country Lanes. Enjoy discounts on every pour and have your chance to win some great monthly prizes. Enjoy a pour before or after a great pizza at Country Lanes in Franklin. Well, sometimes you don't have to throw a lot of strikes to have an exciting match. 196 to 191. Gina and Dan come out on top. Let's bring in our runners-up with Mike and Brett. Brett, what an amazing day. 13 shots, 12 strikes. What was the key to the great ball reaction and carry you had out there today?
Just staying focused, hitting my mark, and staying down and follow through, like my father always tells me.
All right. Mike, come on in a little bit, too. Mike, I'll tell you what, it was a little rough. Anything you changed going into that last match?
I would have moved back a little bit more. It seemed to change from earlier to now, and I should have moved back a little bit more.
Well, no mystery frame prizes, unfortunately, for you guys. Brett, yours was the 4th frame, the one frame you didn't strike all day. Sorry. It would have been $50 in dining at American Place Casino. Mike, yours was the 7th frame. It would have been a $40 gift card for Henry Flack Steakhouse. But appreciate both you guys bowling today and hope to see you back in season 3.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, let's bring in our American Place Casino Royal Roller Match winners with Dan and Gina. Come on in. I know it's not the way you want to win, but it's still got to feel good knowing that you got another $250 in free play and $150 in dying to split with your teammate.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was awesome.
I mean, he set you up finally in the 9th frame. You were waiting all day for it, and now he showed up.
I have been waiting for him to set me up, yes.
Still clean. Still clean.
No, I know I'm not. Thank you very much.
Well, you guys are up to $500 in free play to split and $300 in dining at American Place Casino. You guys get to come back on the next show here at Country Lanes and try to run it up another $250 and $150 in dining. So, unfortunately, no mystery frames for you. You will get $50 though for your spare for dough in the first frame for your single pin conversion. So
Definitely loving that one.
yeah, he's got that one going. Gina, unfortunately, your jackpot shot, that Wiggle 7 didn't do it for you.
Dan, your mystery frame was frame number 3. You would have won a Surfside gift pack. Surfside made with vodka, real tea, and real juice. That's courtesy of our friends at Beechwood Distributing in New Berlin.
Gina, you would have won a pizza and pitcher package from Riviera Lanes in West Dallas. So you missed out on a free pizza and pizza.
Yes, Donnie would have been awesome to see.
Well, hi, Donnie. We're all missing you.
We'll see you anyways.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys back in the next show here from Country Lanes. And we got a special guest coming in. Michael. How do you think they bowled today?
Good.
All right. You going to come back and watch them when they bowl in the next show?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll see Michael, we'll see Gina, we'll see Dan, and we'll see everybody here at Country Lanes in Franklin. Hey, parents, take the kids bowling because you know they're going to have fun for life. Thanks again to American Place for their sponsorship of the Royal Roller Match, and we'll see you back here next Saturday on My 24.